sports,
Anime.
Media entertainment.
The whole world, look around you. Look at this. We created this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Same Convo, the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. It's your boys, Kenny, Carlo, and Bamba. And today we got a very special guest, Matt. Thank you for joining us tonight.
sir.
I want to go ahead and let them know a little bit about yourself. We're going to talk about a little bit NBA today. But before we get into it, I feel like we established our favorite teams and others. I really want to know, what's your favorite team in the NBA right now?
I'm a Bulls fan, through and through. I liked them back when they had D Rose, that whole team.
Yes, sir.
D Rose is a dog. That's why.
You feel me? Let him know, because he be hating on him. He said
hating ass nigga. I know.
he said he ain't deserve that MVP he got.
He really did. We
Yeah,
can go through the argument again, but for time's sake, it's okay.
All like that, but D Rose made me a fan for real. So, and I know he ain't there, obviously, but that's just my team that I rock with.
That's facts. That's what I say. That's fair. But we're rolling around the best time of the year to me, which is playoff time. Last week we were talking about the play-ins, and two of the games already passed by. And a shocker to us, because we had predictions. Carlo, who did you predict was going to win the game between Clippers and Minnesota?
I honestly can't remember, but I want to say I said the Clippers. I want to say
we all thought the Clippers was going to make it back.
I said Timberwolves.
You said the Timberwolves?
I said the Timberwolves.
You don't have to run that back, bro. We got to test that accuracy.
I said Karl Anthony Towns was gonna get in that ass.
Crazy thing is, he was 0 for 7 in the first half.
He really was.
My prediction was still right though. It don't matter.
Anthony Anderson and did I say Anthony Anderson?
Anthony Anderson, that's an actor.
Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell carried that team, bro. Cat was nowhere to be found.
So yeah,
my ultimate prediction was correct. That's all I gotta say.
Whatever, bro.
I'm dead. So of all the four play-ins game we had, it was the Nets versus the Cavaliers, and the Nets moved on.
Tough.
Like we said, the Clippers lost to the T-Wolves, and the two games left are the Hornets versus the Hawks, and Pelicans versus Spurs.
Those are tonight.
And actually, the Hawks versus Hornets is going on right now as we speak.
Hawks gonna win that. Trae Young ain't going for that.
You think so?
Trae Young is not going.
You talking about the Hornets though?
Yeah, that's
Trae Young is not going. I'm telling you.
that Trae Young. That Trae Young and LaMelo Ball matchup is gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I got Trae Young winning that matchup.
Even though only one of them can guard the other one, because Trae Young like 5'7", and so Melo 6'7".
But who y'all got? Carlo, who you got winning the game then?
The Hawks and the Hornets. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna come down to the wire, but I got the Hawks winning by like 2 or 4.
What about you, Matt?
I got the Hawks winning by, I'm gonna say like 8 or 10. It's not gonna be close. Not that
Hey,
close.
man, it's funny you say that. The Hawks up 8 right now at halftime.
I'm looking at this.
I'm weak, bro. I'm sick.
But I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball, and I'm gonna say the Hornets. And it's gonna happen.
Why?
Right.
It's gonna happen. They're gonna win. You're gonna see.
They got the curse of Brittany Renner. They're not winning.
Can he say that? Can he say that?
Kick him out. Are you okay? All right. The other matchup that we have, the Spurs and the Pelicans. Who y'all got moving on in that game?
That's just
really butt.
The Pelicans are really butt. Like they both butt. That's gonna be a booty ass.
Well, at least the Pelicans got Brandon Ingram. Who the Spurs got? Keldon Johnson? Come on, bro.
Put some respect on DeJounte Murray's name. He was an all-star.
You're right. My fault.
But he's not Ingram, though. He's not B.I. though. B.I.
He's not B.I.
B.I.
Is Brandon Ingram playing tonight? I know he's been hurt. He's been on and off the court.
That's actually a great question. I'm not sure. But Pelicans, Spurs. I think that's gonna be a close one too. Bro. Like I said, that's two booty ass teams playing each other. I got
Without Brandon Ingram, it might go to the Spurs low key, but
even without Bi, I still think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna go
what's the
Spurs.
Pelicans got? Who else is on that Pelicans team that's gonna get a bucket?
McCollum?
Yeah, CJ. I forgot.
Is on the Pelicans now. That is so
How y'all
terrible.
sleeping on that team like that? Jackson Hayes is balling.
Can I switch my pick? I
Jackson
forgot.
Hayes got one dunk.
But no, he's decent though.
I'm gonna go Pelicans. I'm gonna go
I'm gonna go
Pelicans.
Pelicans. I was thinking Pelicans. I'm sorry.
We'll go with the Pelicans.
Go ahead, say.
I already said Pelicans at the beginning.
But anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to talk about the awards. I feel like they're coming up pretty soon, and we always talk about MVP. We're not gonna talk about that today.
Okay.
We're gonna start it
Oh,
off.
wait, we're not talking MVP today?
Mm.
Oh wow. Okay.
We always talk about MVP.
We always talk about MVP. We just talked about it as a matter of fact. But I wanted to start off with Defensive Player of the Year. Who was y'all's pick? I'm gonna start off with Carlo.
I know you was gonna pick me, bro. Kenny, why you looking at me like that, bro? I'm not.
I wasn't even looking at you. I was trying to think.
I was about to say, bro. You had that SpongeBob meme look on your face, bro. I feel like a lot of individual defensive talent hasn't really been highlighted this season. So I'm just gonna say, and I hate that it's probably gonna be a fourth year in a row, bro. But Rudy Gobert damn near might win it again. Rudy Gobert, or no, I would say Rudy. I feel like he's going to win it again. I really do, but I think Giannis is a good candidate for DPOY too, especially if he don't win MVP.
Okay, that's fair. Matt, who do you think?
Man, I don't even know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't watch basketball like that, so I don't know who's in the running. Yeah, so I'm just gonna back Carlisle up on this one. I'm gonna say Giannis.
That's fair. I don't know how that man manages to win it every year, but he always managed to get the stat to be there. Rudy Gobert.
Right.
Fucking magician when it comes to that. Who you think, Kenny?
So I just looked up the top three in the running right now are Michael Bridges from Phoenix Suns. Mikal Bridges, Mikal Bridges, Rudy Gobert, of course, and Marcus Smart.
Hey, Rudy Gobert is winning it again, bro.
I'm
like,
gonna break down. I saw a TikTok. I need to start writing down these people's names. I saw a TikTok. And it was like people shit on Rudy Gobert a lot because of his perimeter defense. But he's a lockdown defender in the paint. He's always leading the league in blocks. He alters a lot of shots. He has long ass arms. So I'm like, that makes sense. And they said it's also bad for him because he's surrounded by a bunch of offensive players. Mm-hmm. So when there is a defensive lapse on that team, people blame him. But he's the only one playing defense. And when he's off the court, the Jazz have one of the worst defensive ratings, but when he's on the court, they have one of the best defensive ratings.
See, and I understand, and I get that. I think that should take in account too. But remember when we had this similar conversation last year in the group, last year in the group chat, because our friend Jason, that man hates Rudy Gobert with a passion.
A lot of us hate Rudy Gobert, honestly.
So Rudy Gobert, I'm not going to say he's not a good defensive player, but again, he can be a lockdown in the paint when it comes to regular teams, though. When it comes to superstar teams, Joel Embiid is always dropping 30 on his head. AD drops 30 on his head when he is healthy. Giannis is not getting stopped by Rudy Gobert.
That's not fair, though. That's not
Rudy
fair.
Gobert can't guard superstars, bro.
That's not fair.
How can you be a DPOY and not be able to guard a superstar?
But
that's not fair, though, Carlito.
Which of those candidates would lock down anybody else?
I'll say Giannis.
Who do you think Giannis gonna lock down?
Giannis could lock down a KD. Giannis could lock down a LeBron if he wanted to. Giannis could lock.
More versatile out of the world.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
We all agree that Kawhi for his whole career has been a lockdown defender, correct?
Yeah.
LeBron consistently drops 30 on his head. So what are you saying, Carlil?
Okay, but because LeBron dropped 30 years, Kawhi actually has proven that he can lock up other superstars though and keep them from getting at least 20, 25. You feel me?
I don't know, because there's been plenty of superstars that drop points on their head. They're still lockdown defenders, but you don't stop KD, you don't stop LeBron, certain players you just don't stop.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
You can slow them down a little bit, but they gonna get their 20, 25, 30 points.
That's fair.
We're going Rudy Gobert then? Are we all agreeing with that one?
Okay, so like Carlos said, we all hate that man. We don't know. We just watch him. He's just a big, goofy looking nigga, and when he's playing, that's all it is. But he gets like 2 blocks a game, 2.8 or some shit. He alters shots, so in that aspect, I guess. But I think an all around better defender would be Giannis.
I think I mean, I hope Giannis wins it. Really, that's who I'm going.
Not even the running that I just read off.
That's crazy to me.
Mikal Bridges, Marcus Smart, and Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert just won his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, bro.
That's off of NBA.com too.
Dang. But moving on from bucket stoppers to bucket makers, just looking at the course of this year, who do you think, compared to last year, is the most improved Player of the Year?
DeMar.
Most improved. You said who?
Nah, I was trying to clarify the question, but you said most improved.
I thought you said DeMar for a second.
I thought you said what? I was about to go yes.
I mean,
I was say what?
I feel like he could be a candidate.
DeMar?
I mean, most improved player. He wasn't putting nearly what he was doing this year. He wasn't doing nearly enough.
You can't get most improved when you've always been a superstar, though.
Why can't you? Why can't
Because
you?
you're already a superstar. That doesn't work like that.
You've kind of attained this level before with a team. Like in Toronto, he used to drop buckets like that.
But
he's been on this level before.
I'm saying this is okay. I understand what you're saying. I feel like it's still accurate again because like he wasn't doing nearly.
No, it's accurate. He did improve, but he's been in the league for so long. Can you consider
in the league? Hellas.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Most improved.
Why is it so hard? I think it's easy.
We've been watching the same players for so long. It doesn't seem like anybody's had like a breakout season this year. To me,
what?
Who do you think it is, Bumper?
Jordan Poole. Jordan motherfucking Poole.
I don't think it's most improved. I think he's just finally getting a chance to play.
No,
he was getting the same time last year.
Jordan Poole has improved like that motherfucker. What are you talking about?
That's a Michigan product. That's my pick. Jordan Poole's like that.
Okay, it's either Jordan Poole or Fred VanVleet.
No. Fred VanVleet been here for a long time.
Wait. Fred VanVleet's always been a scorer off the bench. This man is a starter now, putting up almost
improvement.
Wait. He went from a bench player to being the Raptors' almost leading scorer.
It's crazy because
if you were gonna make the argument for improvement for Frank VanVleet, it would have to be around the time they won the championship. Yes.
That's perfect.
That was more Pascal Siakam and Kawhi more than Fred VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet was a bonus because everybody was like he was undrafted. Yo, what?
Okay, that year, yes, Kawhi and Pascal, they led the charge because Pascal was on a perk or something, bro. Like that nigga was hooping. But Kawhi, of course, led the charge. You had Pascal as your second option. Kyle Lowry forever will have respect for that man because that man had played in the playoffs year after year ass. And then finals, that man lit them up. That final game, I think he hit like 4 threes in a row. In the first 4 minutes of the game, clutch, and then Fred VanVleet, yeah, bro, he was like there. I think there were some games in the playoff they would start Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet on the court together, and then other games he came off the bench.
They started Fred VanVleet at 2 guard.
But no, if we go on most improved, I'm either do Jordan Poole or Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is in the running.
I'm gonna go Jordan Poole.
JP,
he's a dog.
If I'm calling it, if they don't give it to him, that's a robbery. I'm calling it.
I can't even think of anybody else, honestly.
What are you thinking, Matt?
I'm gonna go with Tyler Hero just because Jordan Poole went to Michigan. So
This man a hater.
bro. Ohio State through and through.
Sick of these Ohio State fans, bro.
I fucking love
Or
you.
Lil, it does not make sense for you not to be an Ohio State fan. It does not.
My mother is from Detroit. I'm sorry.
All right. So I got one more question before we jump into our main topic today. And it's just one award that remains the Rookie of the Year.
I know already. It's got to be one person.
Who?
Scotty Barnes.
That's what I was about to say. That's
It's
all.
got to be Scotty Barnes, bro.
Because ever since they traded CJ, that man been hooping. And Dame hasn't been playing either, right? Or he
Scotty
just
Barnes is on the Raptors.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes is on the Raptors, bro.
Bro, I'm tripping. And
That was all red.
ask the question again.
No, we keeping that. Don't do that. This,
There goes my TikTok for the week.
Bro, I don't know who I was thinking about. No, I
what are you thinking about on the Trailblazers?
was going to say Scotty Barnes, but I'm thinking about somebody that been hooping on Trailblazers. I don't know. Take that out. Ask the question again. Replay it.
I was so confused. I said,
I would just cut it. Wow. Okay.
Let's see.
All right. So, before I jump into the main topic of this, I'm not doing this shit. Go ahead. Give me a fucking answer. You can cut this off.
Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, bro. I agree with Kenny, bro.
yeah, that man hopped into the Raptors and kind of. I feel like Scotty Barnes is what. Hey, what's dude's name? What was the backup small forward, power forward?
For the Raptors, you talking about Siakam?
No, backup.
Backup. I think it was for the Raptors.
What was his name?
Are you talking about? He's not on the Raptors anymore, right?
You talking about Norman Powell?
No, he also the dude I'm talking about. The dude I'm talking about also played power forward.
But is he still in the Raptor playing for the Raptors right now?
Hold on. 2019 Raptors.
I'm thinking he's talking about Serge Ibaka.
No. Hell no. OG Anunoby.
Oh, OG.
I feel like he plays like a better OG Anunoby. He plays like OG Anunoby's supposed to play.
Who else, man?
OG is scrub.
Evan Mobley been doing good this year too. Helped to play.
Yeah,
help.
I was actually going to my pick.
Evan Mobley is your pick
Yeah, that's my pick actually.
for the Cavaliers.
It's been here.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I think about it, if this player did not get hurt, he deserves a DPOY, and that is Jared Allen. That dude's a dog.
Facts.
Jared Allen is a dog.
He definitely gonna get one, bro. When he have a full healthy season, because I think like his seasons, even when he's with the Nets, like he'll be good for a good chunk, and then it's just that last like few like couple weeks, couple months, bro. Like he just get like a big injury. I think right now it's his wrist or something like that.
Yeah, the Cavaliers need him.
Matt, who you got winning the Rookie of the Year before we jump into?
Come on, bro. We still on basketball. You already know.
Yes.
I appreciate you asking, but I don't know.
Hey, that's a bet. But this next topic, I didn't really want to address it this week. Like, I did not want to talk about the MVP. I did not want to talk about the LA Lakers this week. But they just fired their coach. And the firing didn't happen in any old fashion. It happened in a very nasty way, if you could say. So they basically leaked that their head coach was fired before letting this man know that he was fired.
Facts.
And not only is that like an ugly thing, it has also scared, potential coaches. Certain coaches have come out and spoken, like the old coach of the Utah Jazz. I can't remember his name, but he's come out and said that he's uncomfortable because of the way they handled the firing on Frank Vogel. So I really want to ask y'all, really looking back at the season, not even talking about the way that he was fired, do y'all think that Frank Vogel deserved to be let go? Like really thinking back of what he's accomplished. Like I've heard LeBron talk about, they won the ship together. You know, he's been here, he's been patient, and he's been trying to do his job. So really, what y'all think? Kenny, I'm gonna start with you. The floor is yours.
Them winning that ship had nothing to do with Frank Vogel. That all had to do with LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard, and Rondo playing some good ass basketball. Just them being veterans and playoff experience. I don't think Frank Vogel had any clutch coaching moments, honestly. So I think he just got luck into some talent, basically. But before we move on, is what happened to Frank Vogel worse than Harrison Barnes getting traded mid-game?
Yes. Extremely worse. Players get traded all the time, bro.
But
I think it is.
Mid-game?
Mid-game, no, that's dirty, bro.
It's like, hey, yo, come here.
He's not the only one that has happened to.
Take your stuff
Take that
off.
jersey off real quick. What?
That's fucked up, bro. But you gotta think, bro. Like I'm saying this worse because not only it was leaked, not only was it leaked during your post-game interview as your last game when Austin Reeves just put up a 31-point triple-double. Malik Monk put up 41 points. He's trying to celebrate with his young guys. Coach, how do you feel about the Lakers, plan on firing you tomorrow? This man, Frank Vogel been a coach for years, bro. There's never been a post-game interview. There's never been a pre-game interview, post-game interview, mid-game interview where this man has uttered a cuss word. This man said they didn't tell me shit. Like that is terrible, bro.
I feel like
RDC gotta do a skit on that. RDC World gotta do a skit.
For sure.
You what?
So RDC World gotta do a skit on that.
That's gonna be rough.
I feel like players get traded all the time without, like, they'll find out on Twitter. They get on Twitter and see that they was traded without anybody calling them first. Their agent don't even know, and they already traded. So I feel like that's kind of the same thing with him getting fired, like it leaking first or whatever, is the same as a player getting traded without them knowing. Even though like they still got a job, but he gonna be all right, bro. Regardless, it's not a regular job to where like he out on the street. You feel me?
Yeah.
He gonna be fine.
Bro, you gotta think he was the coach of the Pacers for a while when they was going to the playoffs, and then with the Lakers. I mean, at the end of the day, like Kenny said, like you can definitely put a bunch of the accomplishments on LeBron and AD. You feel me? But just being the coach of that team that won a championship in 2020, y'all went to the playoffs again the next year. I mean, y'all was out in the first round, but he got you to the playoffs 2 out of the 3 years he was coaching. I just think this year, like at the end of the day, like you hear it all the time, like somebody got to take the blame. Like somebody's going to, that's just the start off. I think there's more shit worse to come. I think they're going to empty out their roster again. It's been reports of them keeping Russell Westbrook, which is a damn mistake.
I've heard the opposite.
You've heard the opposite? What you been hearing?
I've heard Russell Westbrook might be ending up on the Hornets.
If we get LaMelo Ball, bro.
So hell no.
If we get LaMelo for Russ, but it's like, what else they gonna give us though?
But I think
no, it's not LaMelo. It might be Terry.
I was about to say Terry Rozier. Y'all get Terry Rozier.
Look. Hold on.
Bro, we don't want scary Terry, bro.
What?
Shut up. He ain't gonna get us no type of. We got Kendrick Nunn already, bro. They basically the same person.
No, the fuck they not.
They're basically the same person, bro. That is clearly
Terry got a flamer on him. You tripping?
right.
To finish the thing with Frank Vogel, I think that personally, from the get-go, what Carlos said right now was a point. Like in he turned around the Pacers a little bit, and I don't know if you can say that he turned it around because Paul George happened during that time. So really, you could say that PG-13. No, I understand. I'm saying, if you're looking at Frank Vogel's resume, I think that's where the greatness has stopped. After that point, him at the Magic, like Orlando Magic, didn't work out. So really, what was the reason why we hired him? And I was listening to a lot of takes today, and the reason why we missed out on a lot of these coaches was that they were trying to pay really poorly. They were not trying to pay these coaches the money that they deserve. Right. That's why Ty Lue walked out. That's why Jason Kidd was not a head coach, and that's why they ended up with Frank Vogel. So really, we went with the poor choice from the get-go. And honestly, like, they fucked up since the beginning. And
Bro, Frank Vogel's not a good coach.
he is not. I
AP
understand.
in his interview said we had more starting lineups than we had wins this season.
I'm not gonna go as far as saying he's not a good coach, bro. That's a coach with multiple playoffs under his belt, bro. And he's not even an offensive minded coach. Like throughout the league, he's known more for his defense. We got 5 left on the timer, but he's known more for his defense. And I wouldn't even attribute like his years in the Pacers to like, yeah, you had Paul George when he evolved, bro. But you gotta realize like they still went to the playoffs that one year where Paul George really fucked up his ankle, bro. And like you also got to think like they put together a team there that was pretty good. You had Paul George, George Hill, Danny Granger, what's the name? Roy Hibbert. That one
Evan
year
Turner.
he was good. You said who?
Evan Turner.
Evan Turner. Like it just like I said, I'm not just gonna go as far as say he was a bad coach. I say he's an okay coach, but probably not like what Obama said, probably not the best choice for us. And like that's just because the Lakers organization, like they try to control too much. Like you said, like they had the chance to get Ty Lue. Ty Lue didn't want to go because of the underpay, and they was trying to pick Ty Lue's staff for him. Like, I don't do this, bro. Like before a few years, like they also had an opportunity to get Monty Williams. Wasn't like it's a whole bunch of shit going on with them.
That's fair. That is right. And from this year to next year, I'm just gonna share my thoughts. I don't feel good about it, especially after the 2 interviews I've seen from LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. I think that the notion that Russell Westbrook is trying to go for it, he's still speaking as though he's, gonna be in the team. It's true that, it's a lot of hurt that happened. And Bron also, I just feel like we've had this attitude of everything is gonna be okay. And I still don't see that sense of urgency, like that we need, like, as fans to know that shit's gonna be okay.
Facts.
Looking at next season, this is the things that we got to think about. First, you got to find a coach. Right now, the coach problem, they're looking at Nick Nurse right now. That's the last we've heard of this coach situation. Nick Nurse is under contract.
Nick Nurse?
Nick Nurse is under contract.
That'd be a
So
good.
in order to get Nick Nurse, you might even need to get players involved.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to think about LeBron James. He's injured. I don't remember what the exam timetable is, but I think it's 40-something weeks that they asked him to stay off of his ankle.
Yeah, they asked him to stay off for 46 weeks.
46 weeks. That's a long time. That's the whole offseason.
All right.
So are we going to get the same LeBron?
Hey, 446 or 426?
46.
I said 426.
You said 4-6?
Yeah,
No, I think because they were talking about the season. The reason why I heard that.
Ain't no way this man got to be out for 40. Do you know how long 46 weeks is?
That's almost a year. That's why I was like, that is
No,
crazy.
no, it's 426.
You said 4 to 6 weeks?
either 4 weeks, 5 weeks, or 6 weeks. Ain't no 46. Come on, bro. This man just had a little ankle sprain.
But anyway, 46, 46. We're going to figure it out later. But we also got the Russell Westbrook issue. Like we said, moving him is going to be an issue. So really, I just want to know what y'all think next year is going to be like. And really, do y'all think we're going to make it out of this lump? Because I'm a Laker fan. I'm thinking about getting traded somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to
At this point, LeBron is just waiting for Bronny to get there.
You said what?
At this point, LeBron is just waiting for Bronny to hit the draft. That's all it is.
Look, yeah, how I think it's going to go, like I said earlier, I think we're going to empty out our roster yet again. We need to keep Malik Monk. I really don't care about anybody else after that. And I feel like we need to keep Malik Monk. They're going to try to make a push for Russell Westbrook to get traded. But after this season, all the media coverage, his bad playing got, even though that's how he's always been, even though he has averaged a triple-double for 4 seasons in a row, nobody's going to want to trade for him, or he's going to be like really undervalued. And wherever he goes, he might come off the bench, honestly. So I don't know.
Off the bench for us.
I just feel like after what we did as far as the roster for this season, that's going to be hard to come back because it was already hard adding all the useless pieces we got now. And so now we got to unload that and try to rebuild again. And we're not rebuilding for long term. We're rebuilding for championship because this man's about to turn 30.
Around.
Like you're literally rebuilding around a 38-year-old man who's still at his high level. You feel me? Still able to put up 30 a game if he wants to. But again, it's like I see possibly 7-8 seed next year based on the pieces they get. But I don't see them making a championship run again, like a serious one, until that man's 39.
Bruh, we got to figure out how to get rid of Trevor Ariza.
I don't know whose idea was it to pick up T. Reezy? Because like, I just
not gonna lie. When they went for it, I thought it was a good idea.
Why?
Just by myself, like who? I just think because Trevor Ariza, until he left the Houston Rockets, he was solid. I just felt like after he left, you know how players get like disengaged because you're not in the franchise when you can get a chance. That's what I felt he could fulfill his role.
Carlo.
Rockets?
Carlo,
Carlo,
what does this man talk about?
the bomb believes.
No, I'm saying before Russ and them got there, Houston Rockets, Trevor Ariza, he's old as shit, but he was. Come on, what? Be fair to this man.
Look.
Trevor Ariza was Kobe on the Lakers. I'll say, okay, yeah.
I didn't say Kobe. What?
No. Trevor Ariza was on the Lakers. Oh, cool.
He was.
Come on, Baba.
I will say
he was fulfilling his
on the Rockets. He was an okay role player.
You don't need to always get the ball in your hand or score to fulfill.
I'm not asking him to be LeBron or KD.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, he was he's not your main player for sure. I don't think you looked at him that way anyway. You had Bron, you had Westbrook. Those were supposed to be your main player. Bron, Westbrook, AD, Dwight Howard, Malik Monk. All of those players, but he was supposed to fulfill his role. Like in the Houston Rockets, he fulfilled his role.
I'm gonna say this. We all know that when LeBron is needing players, he needs shooters, right? LeBron needs shooters. Who in the fuck was like, I got an idea? Trevor Ariza. What?
Here's how you have. This is the thing.
Who did that?
When I'm looking at Trevor Ariza. And you're looking at somebody like it's almost like a piece like Andre Iguodala. You're gonna go get him.
It is not like that. That is not
right now. Do you see Iguodala right now?
No.
Can he shoot?
Not the piece.
Can he shoot?
Yeah. What? Trevor Ariza is not gonna play defense like Andre Iguodala. Shit, Andre Iguodala might hit more threes than Trevor Ariza. And Andre Iguodala's not a good.
But you need that. You don't need him for those 3-point shots.
What do we need him for?
He has a role. He understands the game. People understand the game. Sometimes you see him move off the ball. He can set the right screen. People do that. It's not just like he's getting the ball. Look at these two niggas. What are y'all saying? Say what you may. I think that nigga did a great job when he was playing.
Nah, I was just telling him I'm really relishing this moment because it's rare that y'all disagree on something this hard. They always go at me.
Who?
You can say what you may.
Trevor Ariza is not that guy. He's not.
That's fine. He's not going to be that main guy. But the way they got him, it made sense. When they
what did you want him to do? What did you want Trevor Ariza to do on the Lakers?
What did you want Westbrook to do?
I didn't want him. I did not want him.
Bamba, reel it back in.
It ain't nothing real back in.
I didn't want Westbrook. I knew he was gonna be. From day one, when the rumors were in the air, I said, "Fuck no, we do not need fucking Westbrook. Why do we need another?" LeBron and Westbrook have two similar play styles. But Westbrook can't shoot. Why would we want that?
Yeah, no, Westbrook didn't make sense.
I wanted Kyle Lowry or Buddy Hield.
We were supposed to get DeMar
or DeRozan.
I
didn't even really want DeRozan at the time either because at the time he couldn't shoot threes. Now all of a sudden this nigga can shoot a three a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I wanted Kyle Lowry or Buddy Hield. Those are my picks.
We could have had those. That's tough.
What could have been? But I didn't want Westbrook, and I sure as fuck didn't want fucking Trevor Ariza.
T. Reezy.
Well, that's too damn bad because we got both, and we got to get
Hey,
rid
look
of
at what happened to us.
We gotta get rid of.
You're not losing because of Trevor Ariza. Don't say that now. Come on.
That
Anyway,
man had
that's
a
all
spot
I-
somebody else could use.
That's all I had for the sports segment, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I mean, we'll be right back. I would say actually.
Fuck Trevor Ariza.